Hello, this is Bharath. I'm reporting for Revsportz. As you can perhaps see, I'm standing in front of the Dubai International Stadium. Today, India took on the UAE in what turned out to be a one-sided affair, with India crushing their opponent by a huge margin of 9 wickets. UAE could muster just for 57 runs to the board, and they were no match to the Indian side. Actually, I expected a little bit of a better performance from the UAE because they played reasonably well in the recently concluded tri-series against Afghanistan and Pakistan, but on a given day they were flopped in all departments of the game. From India's point of view, it was a brilliant show from Kuldeep Yadav. He took 4 wickets for just 7 runs. Yeah, he's someone who really knows his game well now. In bowling the googlies, the stock delivery, the Chinaman, imparting revs on the ball, beating the batsman in the air, and more importantly, has great control over his variations. Ideally, he should have played in the Test series in England as well, but past is past. We can't go back, transport ourselves to the past. Coming back to the present, Kuldeep Yadav also reminds me a little bit of the great Shane Warne. Obviously, I'm not comparing their records, I'm not comparing their temperament, but in the way he tries to beat the batsman in the air with his variations, way he's able to outfox the opponent with his googly, deceive the batsman. That is something, it's the way he deceives the batsman. It just reminds me of the legendary Victorian. He has definitely improved his action, he's improved his, worked on his run-up. It's a lot more straighter. That's one of the reasons why he's able to impart a lot more reps on the ball. As far as Shivam Dube is concerned, yes, there has been a lot of criticism about his bowling, about his batting, but to his credit, he did get a little bit of nip today. He might, obviously, he won't bowl at 140 km per hour, but he got a little bit of nip, a little bit of a hint of bounce as well. So that would hold him in good stead going forward, as he will be picked against Pakistan as well. We don't expect Shivam Dube to come and take 4 or 5 wickets every single time, but if he can get that little bit of nip, then he would prove to be useful. Obviously, he can do power hitting, especially in certain targeted areas. Jasprit Bumrah, who bowled a couple of overs, also looked in fine fettle, especially the delivery that he bowled to Sharafu. Again, imparted a lot of backspin. That is why it feels as if he's quicker than what the speed gun says. So obviously, it's a very unique action that makes it difficult for the batter to pick the length early. And then obviously Abhishek Sharma came and played with flamboyance, as did Shubman Gill, that whip that he played, and Surya Kumar Yadav provided the finishing touches. So that is about India's clinical performance. Okay, of course, I have to also add a little bit of Sanju Samson. There's a lot of talk about him being dropped. It was good to see that he was picked in the 11, and his wicket-keeping skills were good. He's someone who scored 3 T20 items in the last 12 months or so, and it would have been unfortunate if he was dropped from the side. Looking forward, India will take on Pakistan. India have all the bases covered. Yes, there seemed to be a little bit of chink in India's armour in terms of who would take the number 8 slot. If Dube continues to perform well, obviously I'm not gauging it just on basis on how he performed against a unfancied side like UAE, but still, if he continues to put on good performances, that would really help India moving forward into the T20 World Cup. Then we also have to talk about Kuldeep Yadav against Pakistan. I understand that Babar Azam and Rizwan are no more playing in that Pakistani setup. Both of them have had their problems against Kuldeep in the past, but he would still have that confidence, as in the past is bowled well against the western neighbours of India. Then there is Varun Chakravarti. He is no less threatening. He is someone who has all the variations. As we know, he is someone who has a googly that's not easy to pick. He also bowls it at pace. If you notice, a lot of bowlers bowl their googly back of the hand, but not exactly Varun Chakravarti. It's a little bit different. Yes, his other variations too, but the main point to look at with Varun is his control. He's definitely a much better bowler than what he was in 2021, and Pakistan scored runs off him. He's even imparting some overspin alongside side spin these days. Yes, you expect Bumrah as well to come good against Pakistan. And looking at India's batting lineup, one has to say that India will start that match as the favourites. Of course, I'm not ruling out Pakistan completely because in a T20 game, anyone can beat anyone on a given day. As it is said that cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties, especially when it comes to the shortest format. So that is about it when it comes to today's match as well as India's next one against Pakistan at the same stadium. As I bid goodbye to all the viewers, I see some cheers from the Indian fans. Behind me, there's a few Indian fans would come over to watch this match. Hopefully there will be a larger crowd for the India vs Pakistan clash. Thank you for taking your time out and going through the video.